The Legend of Slither. Once upon a time, there was a handsome snake that was possibly the handsomest on earth. One day, as he went on a hunt, he saw a gorgeous snake wandering lost. As the handsome king came closer to the young snake, she looked hungry and only had a magical cloak. Then the king said hello to the beautiful snake. As the young snake said hello back to the king, he deeply fell in love with her. Then he took her to his palace and gave her food, water, and a room. A year later, when the king was ready to propose to the young snake, and when the king said the words, the young snake agreed. Then they had the best wedding that ever existed on earth. 3 years later, they finally made a new name for their palace and for themselves. Their names became King Slitherio von Uflo, and the young snake's name became Queen Slitheria Basilthing. But the best part came when they had a baby, and they named it Prince Slither Valyaka. The god Zeus blessed the baby to be wealthy and strong. One day, when the baby grew a little older, he went to school and he was eating with his friend Lero. He saw a charming, same-aged female that said the most kind thing ever. "Oh, you are a spoiled rich one, but you have a heart of gold. That will change animal kind, but you have to listen, watch, and wait." Slither had the intention to kiss her, so he had to counter back. "What's your name?" he said gently. Luckily, it wasn't too long for her to respond. "My name is Jessica," she said. Then later, Slither asked her to go out with him. So sweet and gentle, Jessica agreed, but she asked, "Where are we going?" And Slither said, "To the goddesses Athena and Artemis." As they trudged to Mount Olympus, they came out of breath. Of course, nobody can reach the top of the mountain, so they took a break halfway. Then at last, Jessica said, "Why did you bring me here?" Really, Slither thought she was insane to say something like that, but then Slither said it will be important. Jessica needed a laugh badly, so Slither decided to make a joke. "Hey, at least I'm rich enough to make you walk in my lead." Slither had to admit, it was a bad joke. And then Jessica said weakly, she must have been offended, "You sure have a way of saying things, honey." Honey, the word got traced in his brain as they approached a vast storm. The wind blew them, but they got their balance. As they went through a narrow crest to stay there, Jessica tucked into Slither's chin, and Slither held Jessica tightly. He smelled the pure orange scent of Jessica. He never felt so close to her. Then the great god Zeus came to tell Slither, "You have wasted bringing something pretty and girly, and now I bring Jessica as you have to face real pain." Then all of a sudden, Jessica pushed Slither away and hissed out, "You brought me here for fun, and you deserve to never see me!" Slither was about to cry, but he is a boy. Boys don't cry. Slither felt angry. She was pretty, but useless. He shouted, "Fine, enjoy your life with some of your stupid friends and boyfriends." Jessica responded, "How dare you, spoiled brat!" Finally, Slither lost his words and was a little sad, but finally he said, "I hate you, and I hope I never see you again." Jessica must have also been offended and said something similar. "I hate you, and I hope you die from misery!" Then Zeus finally turned, took Jessica, and went to the top of Mount Olympus. It didn't take long to get down from Mount Olympus. Slither went to the palace, but somehow the palace was burning. And he went inside with fear and saw a crown laying. And next to the crown was Slither's dad. A tear came down to Slither's cheek as he went to tell his mother that his dad died. As he approached the bedroom, Slither shouted loudly, "Mommy, Mommy!" Even though he was too old to say Mommy, he had no choice. Then he saw a figure lying. As he came closer to it, "Mommy, Mom, no, this can't be!" Slither's mom was also dead. Slither ran, but took his father's crown. As he ran to the sea, he was coated in ash, and a voice was speaking by Athena, and the voice guided Slither. Athena's voice said, "Let that voice come and go as you have learned your lesson." Slither stopped to shed his tears and looked at his father's crown and put it on. Artemis made it, and the crown fit perfectly. Slither sat down, cried, and prayed. Zeus looked down with a look that said, "Hope you learned your lesson." Slither nodded, but still cried. Jessica looked down and told Zeus to put her back on Earth. She looked at Slither at a distance. Slither, helpless, still crying, washed himself with the ocean water. Jessica started to cry. She can't bear to see him sad. Jessica ran to Slither and hugged him tightly. Slither said finally, "I'm so sorry, it's all my fault." Jessica said brightly, "I'm so sorry to call you a brat." And then Jessica kissed Slither. "Let's go somewhere far away from here, but close to nature." And Jessica nodded in agreement as they set out in the forest to construct their nature palace. 2 years later, Slither and Jessica lived in a glorious mansion, gotten 2 boys, Sliho and Sliko, and a girl, Jira. But Slither still knew he was the brat of the family. Sadly, Slither passed away from a heart attack. He was 299. Zeus put him in the sky as a lesson star. Later, Jessica died of a tumor at age 298 and was put in the sky as well, so Slither was not alone. They live in peace for now. I hope.